Okay, so I want to bring up that secret that I use when, rather I used to use when solving the Doppler effect, and I still use. It has been very effective and helpful. So without wasting much of our time, we can start. So the formula is FO, that is force frequency heard by the observer, is equals to Fs V minus, V over, let me just write it like so, plus V observed V minus Vs, okay, where Fo is the frequency that has been heard, okay. Imagine this is a speaker here, okay, it's producing a sound. Then the person is here, the listener, okay. So that person has heard this sound, so that is the frequency that has been heard. Then this is actually the frequency that has been produced, so this will not change, this will. Why? Because the person might move close or away from. So the closer you get, the higher the frequency you hear. Okay? V is the speed of sound at that time. V here is the speed of sound at that time. And then this here is the velocity of the observer. So, excuse me, the person can be moving to or away from the sound source. Then Vs is the velocity of the source. So this might be on a wheel, and then someone pushes it. So it's a speaker that is playing, then it's moving to or from, to the person or away from the person. Okay. Now, what are we going to be using to? Well, what is it? What's the secret? What can help us actually substitute the right values? Because this can be a positive, it can be a negative. This can be a positive, it can be negative. They may both be positive, they may both be negative. Things change. Okay. But what makes them change? This is what I'm about to start explaining now. So please pay attention. So always write down the general formula. Okay. By the way, before I carry on, like I said, this is FO, Fs, then this V. This is the speed of sound uh, this is the speed of sound at that time. Okay. It can be hot. When it's hot, the speed of sound travels faster. When it's cold, the speed of the waves they travel slower. Okay. So this V can be found using the formula 330 what? 331 root of what? T divided by what? 273 kelvins. So if they tell you saying that the temperature was actually 0 degrees Celsius, so you're going to say 0 degrees plus 273, which is equals to what? 273 still. So this is what you're going to substitute where? Here. And when you do, it will be 273 divided by 273, which is what? 1. So you find the square root of 1 times, so V is equals to 331. So 331 times the square root of 1, which is just 331. Okay, you can actually just do the same if they tell you saying the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So you say 25 plus 273, you substitute it there. This will be the speed of sound, meters per second. This will be the speed of the sound at that time. So with that being said, let us now get to the secret. So write down the general formula. Fo is equals to Fs, frequency produced by the sound, plus Vo divided by what? V minus Vs. This is the formula that you have, yeah? So now what you're going to do is this, okay? This is a person. He's standing, okay? He's not moving, he's stationary. This is the sound source, maybe an ambulance, okay? It's producing sound, then it's moving away from the person. What is it that we're going to do? The velocity of the observer is what? 0. Why? The guy is not moving, so there will be a 0 here. The velocity of the source is moving where? Away from the person. Because the velocity of the source is moving away from, what you're going to do now here, here's the secret now. Do not change the sign here saying that no, this is negative, we leave it as it is. No, the car is moving away from the person. Doesn't matter whether if the car is this side, then it's moving this side. As long as it's moving away from the listener, then you're going to put a negative inside the brackets. So this should be negative times negative, which will give you what? A positive. Then your final formula will be frequency of the observer will be Fs, we open brackets, V, because there's a 0 here, V over what? V plus velocity of the source. Why is it a plus? Like I said, there's a negative here, there's a negative, so negative times negative, positive. Okay, now imagine we have a different scenario, okay, where the person is moving to, don't memorize this formula, just understand the concept. The person is moving to the source, then the source, okay, this car is also moving away from who? From him. So we write down our general formula. FO is equals to Fs V plus V of the observer is equals to V minus Vs. Okay, then what you're going to do is this. Okay, don't change these, open brackets and then change what is inside. So this person is moving to the car, so the velocity of the observer is moving to the car, so there will be a positive here. So it will be positive times positive, which will just give us a positive. Okay, so we're going to have V plus velocity of the observer. Change what's inside the brackets. But this car is moving away from, so think of it as a negative thing where you're trying to make friends. Okay, as lonely as you are, you try to move to the person and then they give you that negative attitude by moving away from you. So it's a negative attitude, you add a negative value where this here, right here. Okay, so this car is moving away from the person, so that's V minus, open brackets, minus Vs, where Vs is the velocity produced, velocity of the sound source. So this would be negative times negative to be positive. So the final solution we shall have will be V plus VO divided by V plus Vs. This is your formula what you're supposed to use in that case. Okay, now what about you have another scenario? Okay, what if you have another scenario where you've got the person moving away from the truck, okay, and then the truck is also moving away from the person. They are both moving away from each other. So the formula will be FO is equals to Fs, open brackets, V plus VO divided by V minus Vs. Now take a look at this. This person is moving away, so he's giving that negative attitude to the car. So the velocity of the observer, since the person is on who hears, okay, these are his ears. So this is, since this is the person who hears, this is the producer of the sound, this is the source. So velocity of the observer, this guy is the observer, will have a negative inside. So this should be negative times positive, which will give you what? Negative divided by, okay. Then this is V minus, you change what is inside, okay. What is this car doing? It is moving away from, it is receding, okay. So because it's moving away, you have negative Vs. So this will be negative times negative, which will give you what? A positive. So the formula will be V, my interest, of course, you put in the necessary things here, which is Fs and Fo. But my interest is in the signs because we tend to misplace them. So this, rather people tend to misplace them. So negative times negative, it will give you a positive Vs, V. You see, this is the formula I'm going to use. Now what if these guys are actually getting close to each other? The scenario has changed. They are now both moving close to each other. Okay? It is going to, of course, be the general formula, which is just FO is equals to Fs, open brackets, V plus VO, closed. We do that. And then V minus Vs. So this is our formula. Okay? Again, I'll forget about these for now. It's important to put them, obviously, but my interest is in the signs. So let's just grab this part. Okay? V plus Vs. So leave these alone. Leave these alone and change everything. Sorry, observer. So change everything where inside the brackets. Okay? So what you're going to do now is rather create parentheses and then you change the signs there. Okay, so the scenario has changed. They are now both moving towards each other. So this guy, the source, the observer, rather the person, is giving a positive attitude. Why? Because he wants to approach the car. So this will be positive here. Okay, positive times positive, positive. This source is moving to as well. So this will be positive as well because he's giving that positive attitude. He is giving that positive attitude to the person. So you just say plus times positive times negative. It will be negative, of course. So this will be V plus VO divided by V minus VS. So of course you include the necessary things here. So that is how you get about the Doppler effect. You know, it's a simple thing. This is somewhat like conservation of energy, where you got the formula PEG plus PES plus KE final should be equal to PE shine and so on. Some of you will be like, but last time we used only this and the only two. Of course, write the same things on the other side. But why today we're actually using PES and KE instead of doing it as we did last time? No, this is a general formula, but you are writing down depending on the situation. So yeah, this is Village Away. Kindly subscribe to my channel. It's free, of course, and share it to your friends, of course, if you'd like them to pass.